Let's see who we're dealing with. Who might you be? There's a stranger seated in the living room. He's a calm, reserved man, probably somewhere in his 50s. You could tell at a glance that he's not a burglar. I mean, maybe because he's, sitting there calmly and not all freaking out that you're looking at him. Yukari may be odd, but she still wouldn't serve coffee to an intruder. That does seem like a bad idea. Ah, good evening, good evening. You're Tokisaka Reiji-san, correct? My name is Seki. I'm the vice principal at Oba Girls Academy. He stands to greet me. My notebook just flashed. Oba Girl Academy. That's the one Yukari attends. Why is the vice principal here, in our home? Yukari isn't in some kind of trouble, is she? Please don't jump to conclusions, brother. Yukari emerges from the kitchen. Tokisaka-san is a model student. She gets along well with everyone, even her fellow club members. I feel like that even fellow club members isn't necessarily a necessity of being there, because shouldn't you get well better with your club members? Just throwing it out there. Saki-sensei has come to offer you a job, it seems. A job? That's correct. I heard that Tokisaka's older brother was in the detective business. That being the case, it seemed appropriate that I avail myself to your services. Sekai's eyes are grave. I suppose I should at least hear what he has to say. Simple requests can sometimes be solved with just a bit of advice. On the other hand, if it's a difficult case, I'll steer him toward that other detective in Ueno. I don't want to betray this man's expectations after he's put his faith in me. What manner of business might this be? As I show Sekai to my sofa, I also sit down. Yukari watches from a short distance away, her face drawn with worry. It's regarding the academy. Since the beginning of this year, 2 of our students have disappeared in succession. Disappeared? First, in mid-January, a student named Nishizono Yui went missing. Then, just 2 weeks ago, another, Imamura Haruka, also disappeared. Sekai explains the circumstances with frankness. Did you contact the police? Of course I did. However, there hasn't been any progress to speak of. That's why I've come here. I see. I bet the police are struggling. A missing person can mean anything. Disappearance, kidnapping, suicide, homicide, accident. In all those cases, without any eyewitnesses, there's no way of collecting information. It pains me to admit this, but since our school is very concerned with the image it projects, we took no action until the second missing person, Imamura-san, went missing. Sekai bows his head. Don't apologize to me. The ones you should be speaking to are the missing students' families. Yes, I'm well aware. Sekai's voice is a soft whisper. Looks like the stress and guilt are taking its toll on him. 2 missing persons, huh? Wait a minute. Right now, I'm involved in another case that involves a murder. 2 unidentified female corpses have been discovered. It couldn't be. We still don't know. Not yet. I shake my head at Sekai, who's leaning forward intently. But we can't count out the possibility. Sekai-sensei, I will accept your request. If his case coincides with Uzumi's, Then it will make my investigation easier. Even with the delicate manner of human lives in the balance, I need to plan my approach with care. Thank you very much. If you would hear me out, I have one additional request for you. What might that be? I'll be frank. In order to prevent any more students from becoming victims, I'd like you to do some investigating inside our academy. I don't see where you're going with this. To avoid worrying the student body, I want you to infiltrate the school as a temporary instructor. A temporary instructor? What does he mean by that? I'm told you are fairly knowledgeable regarding world history. That's why I'd like you to conduct your investigation under the guise of a history teacher, to avoid standing out too much. But that's going to be tough. The place where 2 girls have gotten missing. Even if it's related to my current case, being confined to one location is liable to hamper my other investigations. Brother, it would be a favor to me as well. Yukari interjects from the sidelines, interrupting my thoughts. It's all right. Don't you worry. I didn't say I wasn't going to accept. I turn to face Sekai. Is there someone amongst the faculty that has a good grasp on the conduct and mentality of the students? Will the school nurse do? Yes, that's fine. I may have a lot to ask of this person, so could you please give them the details of my job? I assume you want this kept a secret from the other teachers? Exactly. You're catching on rather quickly. The fewer people who know why I'm really there, the better. I understand. Well then. Since I do have another investigation to conduct, I won't be able to work full-time. But I'd like to help out what I can. Yes, of course. In that case, I'll appoint you as a part-time instructor. I'll be counting on you. Sure. I get up and shake hands with Sekai. It looks like things are going to get pretty hectic from now on. That they do. That they do. After bidding farewell to Sekai, I take the last train of the night back to my office at Shinjuku. My investigation at Oba Girls Academy will begin on the 8th. I've still got some time left until then. I've got to take care of whatever I can beforehand. First off, tomorrow, I need to go ask about the autopsy results. As we mentioned, it being in that town, an acquaintance of mine is the coroner there. This doesn't bode well. I'm pretty bad at dealing with her. I guess I've got to make it clear that it's just for work. I sense some drama with, an X in that mix there. This should be interesting. I turn off the lights, wrapping myself in a blanket on the sofa. As darkness gradually calms my senses, old memories resurface to my minds. Memories of my lover, 6 years, dead and gone. Maybe not. Okay. There goes my theory. Ooh, flashback? We getting a flashback? Maybe no? Maybe? I don't know. Song 2, The Fruits of Curiosity Hunting. I think that's what it said, right? Hunting? I'm not sure. I was distracted. Aw, no flashback? Okay, fine. This morning, I'm finding myself waking up in the worst possible way imaginable. Yeah, God. This guy. Well, it lives! Do you really think I want to see your ugly mug first thing in the morning? Then you shouldn't have woken up earlier, you bastard. You came over here way too early. Early? It's almost noon! Get your ass up already! At Uzumi's urging, I get out of bed.
Alright, let's get going.
I change into my rumpled shirt and head outside. Hey, Uzumi. What?
Didn't you come here in a patrol car?
Yep, this again.
There are no cars parked in front of my office. Like I told you, I can't use them unless it's an emergency. Stop flapping your gums, and let's get going.
I like this.
He grabs my arm and drags me along. However, we're heading north.
Hey, Uzumi, the station's to the west. It's faster to walk from here. Uzumi throws that out there, his tone indicating that he couldn't care less what I have to think about.
It's more than 2 kilometers away, though.
Let's take the train.
If you've got time to be moving your mouth, then get your feet moving. No good. Looks like he doesn't intend to listen to anything I have to say.
It'd be easier if we took the Yamate line, and we could write it off as a police expense. Resigned to my fate, I adopt a leisurely pace while glaring at Uzumi's back. Heading north on Miji Street, we reach it in about 30 minutes of continuous walking. So, are you warmed up yet?
I'm hungry.
After being dragged out here on foot, immediately after being woken up, I don't care how hot or cold I am. I'm hungry. Forget it. What do you think we're going? When do you think we're going? It'll be faster if you don't eat.
Forget it. When you think about where we're going, it'll be better if you don't eat.
I know. I really don't want anything in my stomach when we get the results of the autopsy. I'm sure it's not that bad. I mean, it's just like a dismembered arm and burned foot. It's not like it's like they're ripping out the intestines and stuff or anything like that. So it's not too gross. I'm sure, but I don't know. Who knows? I'm not the squeamish sort who only sticks around long enough to ask a few questions. However, at this particular hospital, carelessness on my part could lead to the autopsy being performed right in front of my eyes. Mother of God. Reiji, you go in first.
No, you go in first. You're the cop, aren't you? And which one of us is more used to dealing with her again? Why the hell are we arguing back and forth in front of a hospital?
I haven't been in for a while. It'll be awkward if I lead.
Of course,
there's more to it than that.
Will you quit stalling and go? Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
And what are you two doing? A voice suddenly hails us from behind.
Whoa.
Yep.
It's not polite to scream when you see someone's face. Tokisaka.
God damn it.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. It's not polite to scream when you see someone's face.